let's do that.
In Milwaukee, an alderman, if they mail to half their constituents, there's nothing against the law about that. I'm just saying, I'm not saying it's right.
That's fine.
Okay, so Facebook, to me, this is my personal opinion, is another form of constituent relations. And so if someone chooses, there's 7 of us, right, for a reason, and in Milwaukee, they each have their own districts. We don't, so we all represent it. So there's
Yeah,
nothing
I don't
in-
care about Milwaukee,
Yeah,
I
there's
care about
nothing,
Shorewood.
right, I'm
Okay.
saying, that's why it's different. There's nothing in our policy that says you can't do that.
I'm saying, can we make that
Make it
a
happen.
policy?
Oh, that was the question, okay.
Yeah.
It's up to the board. I mean, if you wanted all, as a board, that to be
someone's
one of
harassing
your
an elected
guidelines, you
official,
can.
And not
But
this situation.
No.
as of right now, how the policy's written, that would not be a forbidden
I
practice.
wouldn't support it because we also get harassed. I can't tell you if someone's continually dinging you, like, and you're at some point, this hasn't happened to me, but I have seen it happen to other places in my 20 years. So it's just gonna be difficult because we all have rights. Now, if it was an official trustee page, like we talked about, absolutely not. You can't block anyone. But if it's your personal page,
Well, I think but that's why I was asking about the village trustee page, the village official page. I mean, I thought we couldn't block anyone on our official pages, and I don't. But,
you don't have a page.
I do, I have a village Ashore trustee page.
That's not official. That's
Well, okay,
personal.
it's not official,
So
it's my
right
village.
now, you
It's
can
your own
block anyone.
personal village trustee page.
Right, but I thought I
But I
couldn't
think
block
it's-
anybody on it, and I don't.
What
But
I think
why-
I'm hearing though, can I just say
But
this,
Tyler
sorry,
is
because
saying
is that,
But
I-
Tyler
I'm
is
gonna-
saying
She's done,
that-
wait till she's done, please.
Tyler is saying that the village's official page is allowed to remove comments. I don't know.
That's not
if
what we're
we wanna
talking about.
do it
Go
as
ahead.
blocking.
She's talking about
We
trustee
wouldn't- we
pages.
wouldn't block.
okay,
No, I'm talking
so
about
personal
elected
stuff.
officials.
Okay.
So what I'm hearing is if someone has blocked you and then they're talking about issues or your family,
Yes.
yeah, that's a conflict. According to this policy, we shouldn't be talking about people,
Right.
first off. And then secondly,
Especially invoking race,
right, well,
or
yes,
one of the
that's terrible.
protected classes.
Okay, anyhow, continue on, please. Don't talk to the audience.
You know what, I'm answering a question, you don't get to answer on behalf of all of us,
I
because
do
you don't
not.
represent all of the
I'm
same
asking you
opinions
to talk to the
as
body.
us.
Please talk to the body.
So I am talking to the body, and then secondly, going on that about blocking, that's your personal thing, but I agree that if you're gonna be blocking people and then talking about them, that's pretty egregious, but a lot of this is murky, and I don't really think that we all have the same, definition of what is appropriate as far as a lot of the behavior in this. This is a great guideline, but once we, get it into the weeds and, talk about a lot of stuff.
When will we do that? Do you
So
know?
I,
Is that what your intention is?
I'm not, I
I'm
highly
asking,
doubt
do
we,
you want that in here?
you know what, why are you asking me this?
I'd
Why
like
am
it
I
in there.
asking? Yes, because she just said it,
I'd
and
like
and
it
you
in
said there's
there.
more.
So what
I'd
would
like
you
it
like,
to be
Abby?
considered, I'd like it to be considered that elected and appointed officials not to be able, while they're in office or serving their term, to be able to block constituents in this village. I don't think that's
Thank
too
you so
much to
And we
ask.
will definitely consider that. I stated my
Thank you.
opinion.
Is there a note
And
somewhere?
then we're gonna-
Yeah,
we
we just
gotta-
ask for your address.
Oh,
Yes,
sorry
you got
about that.
it, 4600 North Morris.
I just wanna remind everyone that it's 7:35, so.
Yep,
we could
I just
conclude.
said that.
Oh, you did,
No, yeah.
okay, sorry.
So the only thing I wanna know is, for Tyler's purposes, if the intent of where we go next, and I'm sorry, trustee Barkers, that's what I was asking, is if the board has intent to put in a lot more than what's on this piece of paper, I think Tyler, we want to give some direction, is that
I
correct?
would appreciate that.
Okay, so trustee Bachhorst, what are you thinking?
No, I'm
We'll go
saying
around the
that
table.
I don't completely agree. I agree with the part about if you're talking about people, but if I don't wanna have everyone, like, there's certain people, I don't wanna see their comment.
That wasn't
There-
it, I asked you for
I'm
this
not-
document, and it was a particular question.
So
was,
I
we're
am
gonna
giving my
recess.
opinion that I don't agree completely with what she stated.
And
as
it's not about
stated.
her question.
It's
It's
not a
about the
question.
fact, okay, then we'll
Putting
move
a
on.
comment
Trustee
in
Carpenter,
here.
you're done. Trustee Carpenter.
You're me.
I'm not sure I'm following the question. I mean, are we giving Tyler direction from this conversation and
So
then
what's
coming back to have, to because I think we gave, I mean, I see his notes, he has like a whole page of notes. I think we've given him a lot of direction.
It's okay.
And, are we gonna come back and, finish and wrap up this conversation? Because
Yes.
I think,
We'll definitely do
like
that.
that comment would definitely, I mean, I have I don't think you weren't allowed to talk about that, so I have a thought about your comment. So, I think we need to I think we need to have this we're not done.
We're not
I guess
done,
is
no,
what
I
I'm
didn't
getting
do that,
at.
let me clarify my question, you said you didn't understand the question, so.
No, I mean, I think I did understand the question.
No, the intent today was to go through like we did, and then finish it in
We'll do
another
another
meeting, right, to
Yes.
finish it. There's-
This will not be the last
Okay,
count.
but
All right,
the
perfect.
question I'm asking is,
Yeah.
there may be some opinions of trustees around the table that they want more meat in here, like, not just the one that Abigail may have suggested, but that there may be more, like, President Shaw said, you wanted to find some more terms. If that's the case, or the will of the board, I just wanted to hear it, so Tyler would know, are we going with this, and we're doing some edits?
I think we should add in here, if we don't live up to this, we get thrown in jail. I mean, what, you know,
Well,
what
someone
are
has
we
any
gonna do?
comments?
We have a whole bunch of things that we have absolutely, we have no process set up for, which is another thing that we should talk about is from an ethics perspective. We have no code of conduct for this board, and we have no ethics.
And do you wanna include those things
No,
in this effort?
no, but
Okay,
if we
that's
have
what I was
those over
asking.
here, then we could, we could reference them, but we don't have them anywhere, so
So
we can't
what-
reference them.
So what's your,
That's true.
alright,
That's true.
trustee McKay.
I think the guidelines in here are very strong. The issue around how does somebody file a complaint or make their concerns known, I think you made a note that you're gonna explore some mechanisms for that and bring it back to us, and I think that that'll get us to a next good point. I think that, I think the situation that you're referring to sounds, of a great concern. And so I guess that this policy is not in place, so I would say, in the meantime, if people have, I would think that as things stay now, if somebody has a concern and wants to file a complaint against somebody on the board, then it would be a mediation process or something. I mean, we have ways
Oh,
of,
we've had three,
Is there
and
complaint
four.
process?
It just goes to the village manager right now.
so, I guess I just don't wanna, somebody shared something very personal that's of great concern, and I didn't wanna like gloss over it just because we don't have a policy. But I also, obviously, we're not in any way, we're not in a position to respond.
I appreciate that, thank you.
Thank you. Anything? We're in recess. One?
Did that give you enough?
Yeah, good, Larry. I think it's just this, and then maybe some on
I'll move to adjourn the committee of the whole.
Second.
All right, so we have a motion and a second. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
I have your address in your,
Thank you.
I sent you the
Yep,
plan.
I appreciate that.
There's slightly different standards for like.
Okay, okay. No.
Yeah.
Okay.